Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to No Drama Just Movies Rapid Reviews. So, I watched Stranger Things Season 5 Episodes 1 to 4 recently, and I had some thoughts. Right off the bat, there's gonna be some spoilers here, so if you haven't watched the first 4 episodes of this season yet, go watch them and come back afterwards. And because Netflix dropped 4 episodes in one, thank you, I'm going to do this one slightly different. Bring on the categories! First, the acting and the characters. The radio broadcast in episode 1 is pure exposition, I know, and usually I would hate it. But Maya Hawke sells it as Robin. It also helps that Steve working in the background keeps the scene dynamic. But yes, in a show that has a lot of good performances, Hawke is definitely one of the standouts for me. I loved Robin's monologue to Will in the 4th episode. Love a bit of positivity when it comes to being yourself, and Maya Hawke delivers it beautifully. I also kinda like Gaten Matarazzo as this come at me then dude. Dustin is carrying on Eddie's legacy, and he doesn't care what it costs him. I really like that Jamie Campbell Bower is getting more to do in this season. That calm kindness he brings to the role of Henry is in perfect contrast to the monster Vecna actually is. I adore these relationships. Steve, Robin, Nancy and Jonathan trying to get the radio signal for the station working again is entertaining to watch because of the dynamics between these characters and the actors. The mix of romantic tension between Nancy and Steve, rivalry between Steve and Jonathan, and the glorious oddity of Robin serves up a feast of fun. And there's more like that throughout the show. Take Dustin, Jonathan and Steve in the van, Mike and Nancy in the hospital worrying about their mother, or Hopper and Eleven in the Upside Down. I think one thing the show does really well is give us fully fleshed out characters that bring something to the table. Their own history, their own fears and secrets, their flaws and goals. So when you mix those up, it creates a different chemical reaction for each combination. Take Will and Robin, for example. They both have the same secret, their sexuality, so any scene with them alone is bound to touch on that side of the internal conflict. Derek is a really cool addition. He just brings another flavour to the table. I love how loathsome he is. Although I do feel like he flipped a bit too quickly. I even loved Murray popping up every once in a while. Seeing him play Cupid for Jonathan and Nancy in his unique way in the 3rd episode was something I didn't know I needed. Episode 3 was a good episode for David Harbour as well. I liked that he could show a bit of a rougher side during the interrogation scene. Moving on to the action. Heavens to Betsy! Mrs. Wheeler taking on the Demogorgon to protect her daughter at the beginning of the 2nd episode was awesome. I loved the Home Alone scene with the Demogorgon in episode 3. That oneer in episode 4 when the Demogorgons break through in different points of the army base and tear through the soldiers while our heroes are trying to get to safety with the rescued kids. I lost my mind. That's an almost 1.5 minute oneer with chaos all around and incredible blocking. Hats off to the Duffers for pulling that one off. I'd watch that episode again just for this scene alone. One thing I will say gets annoying about these 4 episodes, it's the final season, guys. You have by now a massive cast and multiple chances to eliminate some of them, but you don't take them. It ruins the threat level, so when the core team are in danger, I don't feel as scared for them as I should be. Those last 15 minutes of episode 4 were absolutely amazing. I think that's where all the positive reviews come from for this episode. Will has Vecna powers! And yes, I am so ready for the next batch. And that's all. Roll credits!